Hey, Christy Mattoon here from Mind Rewire. Somebody asked me the other day, what do I read? What kind of stuff am I into? And so I wanted to show you this because I thought it was very, um, I don't know, it's very interesting. I have a lot of weird sorted things on my bookshelf, so I just wanted to show it to you and give you a little look at what I read. So I'll flip it around this way. This is my bookshelf, and I'll see the whole bookshelf over here. Ooh. Not a ton of stuff on it, but it's got some stuff. So this is all the stuff that I'm kind of currently reading, and I kind of flip back and forth through. And it's got a little bit of everything. Some of this stuff I've already gone mostly through, but everything from the Bible, which is just kind of a standard because I grew up in that and so I love it. My books on Kabbalism because I am very interested in that. Miracles, mysteries, and prayer. This is a rabbi that also Kabbalism. Quantum Glory, this one's more on quantum physics end of science and heaven. So just interesting to me, very, very interesting. I Give You Authority is one that I talk about a lot with people. Kraft is actually a Christian author, Charles Kraft. And he's talking about the authority of Jesus and how we come by that. Excuse me. And then I've got some Dispenza on here, his latest, Becoming Supernatural. That was a fascinating read. The Brain That Changes Itself. This was a really good one. I'm still reading through this, but it's on brain science, so understanding these two go hand in hand really well. He gives you some functional do's and some, Dispenza gives you some functional do's and some different meditations that work really well for changing the brain. What is this one? Oh, Mind to Matter. Dawson Church. I'm still kind of halfway in that one. Good stuff. All these ones. This is a good set right here. The New Science of the Paranormal. I've been through, you can see all my little tags in there. I've been through this one a few times, and this is actually studies that the United States was doing and different things. And this is a personal empowerment, how you can actually use what they were testing to work inside your own life. Really interesting stuff. Self-Empowerment for the Millions. William Wolfe. I've got another one of his around here somewhere. I think it's outside on the porch that I'm still reading about mystics and healing and gurus and stuff. This one's interesting. This is actually a lost book of the Bible. The Emerald Tablet was with the Dead Sea Scrolls or with some of those ancient texts. And I could be giving you totally wrong information on that, but it was in there somewhere. And then up here I do have the Dead Sea Scrolls, so a copy of that. Tough read. That's a tough read. It was for me anyway. Book on Hermetic stuff, Lost Wisdoms of the Pharaohs. Yeah, so just like all kinds of stuff, right? This is all my stuff for physical body. When I was a personal trainer, I still use a lot of this stuff. This is a lot of the stuff that I used for healing when I was trying to heal my body and understand food. Here's another brain one. That's a good one too. Dr. Daniel Ammon. Very cool. But I did a lot of these, like paleo, autoimmune solution. That's an Amy Myers. This one's a favorite. If you have autoimmune issues, the Green Body Cleanse. Just very simple, very organic, very simple. Keep it easy, right? I love the easy stuff. He actually gave me a recipe when I saw him. Iodine and selenium. That's how you cure your thyroid. That's what he told me to do, and this was his brand of iodine. I still do it to this day. I'm off all medications, have been for a while. Josh Axe, right? Eat Dirt. Just trying to figure stuff out, right? Perlmutter, the guys from Truth About Cancer. I actually gave away my CD series to somebody who was wanting to watch it. Autoimmune Secrets, Jonathan Odo. Love this stuff because they're totally out of the box, totally open, totally organic, totally trying to change the world and the way we think about all this stuff, which is amazing and cool to me. On this shelf up here, we've got everything from Bible kind of things to understanding demons, understanding the supernatural. Most of these things are, I think, Christian authors of one sort. That's Mother Teresa. Somebody wrote a book for her. Understanding the Church in Rome. I don't know, just all kinds of stuff, right? What's on your bookshelf? I just love reading. And I got to the point where in my walk, because some of this stuff was frowned upon. I remember a good friend of mine walking into my house one day, and I had all these books on demons laying on my table. And she got really wigged out. And I was like, if you don't know, lack of knowledge can be just as deadly as anything. So I was trying to figure it out. I got really tired of not knowing. I love some of the stuff this guy writes, Greg Braden, just because he walked in these places. And so he has a different idea than people who are just writing about it and have never been there. Another favorite is Sean Bolt's on prophecy. If you don't know who he is, Translating God, this is a really good series. He did some really good stuff with this. What else do we have up here? Yancey's a fun author. I've got a few of his stuff. Read about hermeneutics, Gnosticism, the Templars. Just interesting knowing some of the pathways through this stuff and understanding how it actually all fits together, which people in the church I went to would scream if they heard me say that. This is a cool one. I'm afraid to try and say his name. There we go, on anger. Living Buddha, Living Christ. This was awesome. Love that book. The Unraveling, that was a cool book that somebody wrote and actually just sent me for free to check out. That was a really cool one. Quantum Theology. Read everything, right? Pick up everything and just read. That was a cool one. Spiritual Implications of the New Physics. Very fun. The Soul and the Anatomy of the Soul. That was a fun one, right? I love this stuff. Biology of Belief. That's an old school Bruce Lipton yachty. That was one of the first books of this kind, that I ever read. So that was really cool. And then up here is just all kinds of prayer books, blessings and curses. Not and curses, blessing was or curse, right? It's how you can choose, right? Freedom from the pressures you thought you had to live with. That's crazy talk. Like, it's all the stuff you think you have to live with that you don't. And if you don't understand you don't have to live with it, you got to figure out how, right? I got books up here on meditations, dangerous prayers. I don't know, all kinds of cool stuff. This is a fun one. That's a good read. Attaining the Worlds Beyond by Michael Lightman, Rabbi. It's Rav Lightman. Very cool. Very cool stuff. And then those are just some of the books I used for marketing and trying to understand what I was doing in the space of the internet. I don't know, I've got little books all over the place. And I've read most of them. That's the outside. That's my front yard. Some more stuff there of Mother Teresa. I don't know. All the different little things. This is what I'm poking around through right now. Oops, can you see that one? Another one. This is his newest. Promoting Mr. Greg Braden today, apparently. And then we're back to Rav Lightman. A Glimpse of the Light. I love this stuff. You got to read. You got to read everything. Some of the other books that I'm reading right now are outside in my front yard because I was reading outside last night. I was looking for anything else. I've got a whole bunch of other stuff up there. I'm just saying read. Whatever it is you're reading, put it down and read something else when you're done. Keep reading because it's just interesting, all of the different things out there. Use the stuff that works for you. The stuff that doesn't, put it aside. Use the stuff that works for you. When it comes to picking a new book, like even, everybody's online, throw something up and ask, hey, what's your favorite read? Here's a few of mine. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed showing it to you. Blessings and peace. My name is Christy Mattoon, and this is Mind Rewire.